Good morning. Good morning. At 8:34, my part of the world and the ultimate American bread and circuses mixed with pop culture pablum. I think that's tonight. Hey, so instead I'm going to work all day because the idea that I would prepare to tune into all that, it ain't my thing. Turns out I'm not a member of the sports enjoyment cult. The bread and circuses division of the I worship authority cult. I don't go for none of that shit. I do like prong. And in my comments right now, someone's like, hey, snap your finger, snap your neck. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I got to cook for them at The Rock. And I'd have to look up what show that was. I don't think it was, I think it was Prong and Testament. I think it was the last time I was in a pit. No. Probably was, if I remember correctly. Point is I gave the link and I looked over because I said, hey, if it's not blocked in your area, because Prong has been nothing but problematic. And then I was looking at the bottom and I see how I started was with my favorite. Get a Grip on Yourself, the Stranglers cover. And it turns out that when the walls were still completely bare, oh, the smoke! It appears we had not got a bus yet, but we had already started doming the place up. But I'm here to discuss the cult of personality, and the wonderful, wonderful gentleman who decided to try to put me in my place, and then when we got to the art is subjective portion of the discussion, literally somewhere in the comments, and we're going to go over this all, Hitler and Stalin get referenced. What's really unusual for me is that I'm positive art is subjective and no one is right. Even huge group consensus. Doesn't matter. You're just all in agreement. Doesn't make you right. I, like always, opinions for entertainment purposes only, am also not right. But we're going to go after the cult today for the first time ever. Sometime today I got to update my my banner on the YouTube page. Going after the cult. One reaction at a time. Something like that. I'll take a little poetic license when I get there and think about it. But we're going to go hard on this one, and we're going to update this 2-for-1 today. To see if the algorithm and what's going on. It'll probably still be blocked in a portion of the world because, hey, instead of taking the history of things and understanding that the entire system is really, really intricate watchwork of complication and nuance. Yeah, no, I'm liking that. No, it's none of that. It's just what you think when you think it, and everybody else is wrong. We should only believe what we're told over the last couple days. Because to be in a cult, you have to believe everything you're told and just regurgitate it. I believe there's a perfect example of what society has become. And it is this silly putty. The mindless masses are this just amalgamation goo that they throw themselves up against. And when they peel themselves off uh, the same exact ideas they threw themselves up against, they are now basically with distortion and decay involved, repeat whatever they have copied till they're squished up again and reapplied to an idea, peeling it back, degrading that idea some, but being able to reflect it back upon the, look at me. I reflect the ideas of my peers. Huh. What'd you do if every one of your peers started thinking for themselves? Then what the hell you gonna do? What's gonna happen when everyone decides, oh, wait a minute, not sure I want to go along anymore? How does that work out for the members of the cult who can't make their own decisions? Because that's what we're talking about. Mindlessly defending one's position, even though it might be ridiculous. That's it. Because, see, the problem is none of us in the comments going back and forth are the artists putting the effort in and making the creations. What right do we, who cares how it affects us? We would literally need to find different positions to define ourselves. And we're gonna get into this so hard. I'm going to love every second of it. Now, it's going to be a long time, though, because I'm going back to Emperor Palpatine and the Empire, the revolution already going. Death Star just swinging around the moon of Alderaan there. It's a bad scene. I mean, it is pitchforks and torchlighting scenes, influenced by NGOs and agencies. No help for anyone unless a certain body count can be reached. And just like OnlyFans whores, they reach that body count. It's horrible, horrific, disgusting. And I'm only learning a small portion of it. Never once believing I'm being told the 100% truth. But I certainly know I don't defend the ideas of evil. And when the Emperor and the Death Star show up, you know what? You get a small clandestine mission to go just bend Darth Vader over. Turns out he probably can't be saved. Bad storyline. You just be done with that shit. Because the Empire is evil. And then some of our greatest spokespersons who said the Empire was evil turned out to now represent the Empire. Tune in tonight to the local Breads and Circuses presentation, and you'll be explained how and what you should believe in and worship. She'll be there. I bet that'll be great for some people. Ooh, living the dream.